X-Men Days of Future Past was exciting, extremely amazing, exquisite. It was exceptional. It was excellent. Check out my review. What up, big kids? Here's my big review of X-Men Days of Future Past, non-spoiler edition. So yes, this is the X-Men movie I've been waiting for. This is the best one yet, even better than X-Men 2, X-Men United. I have to give it up to Bryan Singer for returning and pretty much taking his franchise back. That was spoiled from Brett Ratner and Gavin Hood and everyone that has made X-Men movies since X-Men 2. Yeah, I absolutely love this film. This to me is everything I've been wanting to see in an X-Men movie. Just not only amazing action scenes and but just an amazing story, and based on the acclaimed story from 1981, they definitely this is a minor spoiler, but you can just tell this from the trailers. They definitely changed things from the original comic. Like Kitty Pryde played once again by Ellen Page, by the way. Instead of being the one sent back in time, she's the one that phases help sending Wolverine back in time. So they did change it, made Wolverine the main person being sent back in time, and the person that gets assassinated isn't Robert Kennedy or Senator Kelly. That but yeah, I mean, really, the changes made sense for this movie universe and for mainstream audiences, so I understand it. I had no problem with that. I mean, really, like, Bryan Singer did an amazing job bringing not only the cast of the X-Men trilogy back, but the cast of First Class. And by the way, I absolutely love the dynamic with just the cast was amazing. I mean, Hugh Jackman kills as Wolverine. I can't see anyone playing Wolverine. He's played Wolverine 7 times now, and I'm playing for probably at least 2 more times. Probably it's crazy, but I really love not only that I brought back old Professor X, and this is once again a minor spoiler if you haven't seen X-Men: The Last Stand yet, which came out, you know, like how many years ago now? It's like freaking 7 years ago. Anyway, no, even more than that. Probably like, yeah, 6 years ago. Wow, a long time ago. Anyway, you know, Professor X died in that movie, so they never explained how he came back, but you know, whatever. He should never died in that movie to begin with. And then like, also there is some, like I said, there were so many inconsistencies with X-Men films ever since X-Men 3 and then Origins Wolverine and everything, so they've really cleared. This movie is pretty much a clean slate protocol for X-Men movies. It's like a reboot and sequel and prequel all at once. It's freaking amazing how they pulled it off. As much as I love Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen's Professor X and Magneto, which I think own the characters, I have to give up to James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender for their dynamic. Not only do they do an amazing job playing younger versions of Professor X and Magneto, which I love them in First Class, they really, just their dynamic and their stage presence, it's like, wow. I mean, their performances were just tearjerkers at times, and just wow. And Jennifer Lawrence, I love Rebecca Romijn. You know, she's gorgeous and everything, but Jennifer Lawrence, not only is she gorgeous, she's an amazing actress, and I freaking love her as Mystique. For a character that has been known playing by another actress, she really owns it, and wow, I absolutely love her in this movie. She's just, I can't get enough Jennifer Lawrence. And yeah, one thing, besides the main cast who I talked about, Hugh Jackman and everyone else did, even in their supporting roles, were amazing. Oh my gosh, who I saw. It was great to see Halle Berry back as Storm, even though most of these people I'm talking about are supporting role, and Nicholas Hoult as Beast, which was great. I loved him in First Class. Great to see him. And we got Peter Dinklage, who we know from Game of Thrones as Tyrion Lannister. And by the way, I just thought of him the whole time. I just was thinking he was just like gonna, you know, like pet his rings or whatever. But he did a great job as Trask. And by the way, the character is not a dwarf in the original comics or whatever, so it's really cool that it doesn't matter that the character wasn't that size in the comics, that you can own the role just because you're a good actor, no matter how big or tall. And he is just awesome. I love seeing him, and he's one of the best parts of Game of Thrones. Sean Asmore is Iceman. I love them. And by the way, here's the thing. We all talked about how weird he looked and like, what the hell, Fox? What are you doing to our Quicksilver? But Evan Peters, wow. Not only is he hilarious and awesome as Quicksilver, his scene, and when you see the movie you'll talk about, was probably one of the best, probably the best scene in the movie. And it was just, the bad thing about the movie is that there was not enough of him. Seriously, they needed more Quicksilver. And Aaron Taylor Johnson, Kick-Ass, your friend who also plays Quicksilver, yeah, you have a lot to live up to. So I hope Joss Whedon's Avengers Kick-Ass will be just as awesome as Evan Peters' Kick-Ass, and I thought that was awesome. And by the way, it's great to see Daniel Cudmore as Colossus, and even the new characters like Blink and Sunspot and following a Warpath and my man Bishop. Even though they weren't in the movie a lot, they were freaking damn awesome. And the action scenes, like I said, are top notch. It's just, the special effects are amazing. This movie is just, you're on the edge of your seat, jaws dropping. Love the story. The acting is amazing. This hits the cylinders on all levels. Seriously, the only way this movie could be better if they had like Nightcrawler and Gambit in it, which I know Gambit will be the next one. Hopefully Nightcrawler returns in another X-Men movie. But seriously, that's the only bad thing. Oh, and maybe Emma Frost, because I loved her, and I wish they mention her in the movie, but I won't spoil like what happens to her or anything. So besides that, I think Bryan Singer just, like I said, for people that have problems with X-Men 3, Origins Wolverines, or any of those movies, this is a clean slate. It's pretty much a reboot within their own movie universe, and it just, I absolutely love this. To me, I think this would be better than Captain America, and this is really like probably the top comic book movie out there, and I really want to see it again. I've been wanting to see it again all day, and I'm definitely going to see it a few more times, and I can't wait to buy it on Blu-ray. So with that said, X-Men Days of Future Past gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 excellence out of 5. Go see this. By the way, the only other little bad thing, I don't think it's necessary to see this in 3D. I think the 3D was okay at best, so not any real like standout 3D moments. So I would say probably just skip the 3D, but definitely see this in theaters. It's so worth it. And yeah, for more cool Marvel like shirts like this, check out RipThePro.com. Check out more at my website, SeanXLong.com, ToyNewsEye.com, and HeatsNerd.net. I'm Sean Long. May I live long and love life. Ripped. By the way, stay for the after credits scene. And Bryan Singer, you redeemed yourself for Superman Returns. And Quicksilver is freaking awesome.
My movie is #1 around the world. It's a monster hit. All hail to the king, baby. Oh no, it's Mechagodzilla. I knew they were saving him for the sequel.
Me Grimlock, not Mechagodzilla. Me Grimlock King.